I'd like to thank everybody for coming to the channel, liking, subscribing, leaving your comments, whether positive or negative. Much love and much respect to everybody out there. You know what I mean? This here is another conversational video. Let's talk about it. Y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. We're not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement, or any type of privacy guidelines at all. Shout out to everybody who's going to join us live now, those who are going to catch it in the middle, and those who are going to catch it when it uploads to YouTube. You know what I mean? Hope everybody's doing well out there. Upon this afternoon, you know, some of us, you know, enjoyed the service from the past 3 or 4 days in general with Pastor Gino Jennings. What's up to Toya? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to Known Unknown? Shout out to you. What's up to Gino P? Shout out to you. C Bug. What's up to Theron Harris? Hope all is well. What's up to Chanel Austin? He says, greetings everyone on this wonderful day. For sure. It's definitely a wonderful day. Pretty easy, relaxed day in general. You know what I mean? You know, they got the New Year's thing coming up. You know, a lot of people are in the liquor store. You know, they're getting their drinks ready. You know what I mean? They getting their come and get me outfits ready. You understand? Night. You know what I mean? Tomorrow night, some people, you know, they're about to get it in. Tomorrow night, some people getting it in. You know, they're getting their hair done up. They're getting their feet done. They're getting their nails done. They're getting their freakum dresses ready. They ready for tomorrow. What's up to Kato? Shout out to you. What's up to John Smith? Shout out to you. What's up to Frozen Mountain? Shout out to you. You said last night's service was heart-pricking. You talking about the service, or you talking about the one from the afternoon? What's up to Marsha Reynolds? Shout out to you. What's up to Happy Music? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. I don't know what you're trying to say. Let me see if we can translate that what you're writing. See if we could translate that for sure. Bear with me right quick. So that person who's writing like that. Oh, you said you wrote that in Hindu. You said, where am I from? I am from the USA. At what is that? Stiffen? The USA. Frozen Mountain says they are getting ready for the New Year's. You says heathens party. For sure. You're getting ready. You know what I mean? Listen, some people won't make it based upon their stupidity about what they want to do tomorrow night. Gino P says some people tomorrow night might be their last. Okay. Hey, we don't listen. You're right. I didn't even see that comment when I said that. You're absolutely right. For sure. What's up to you says keep it on you, man. Keep it on you. What are you talking about? Keep what? The word of the Lord, I definitely need it every day. You know what I mean? Rebuild your temple. What's up? I don't know. That's. You asked, is Ferguson going to be sat down? That I have nothing to do with that. Tony Harvin don't have nothing to do with knowing or wanting to know is Ferguson going to be sat down. I don't got nothing to do with that. I ain't trying to find out. I'm not a nosy person. Not saying that you're saying I am, but that's up to the apostle. I don't know. You know, maybe he said he was sorry, maybe he repented. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know? 10 Ninjas, what up? Shout out to you. Says, I hope I make it for sure. Use Huge Jazz. You says, keep it on you because we pulling up. Let me check out your YouTube channel. You's a dummy. How you got The Rock with long hair? You could tell you's an idiot. You understand? What's up to John Smith? Shout out to you. Frozen Mountain says, our weapons are not carnal, but mighty through God. Rebuild Your Temple says, that's true because he was back on the stage the next service. Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, some brothers probably make some mistakes and whatnot and are repentful and are sorrowful and things like that. You know, some of them are sincere. You know, we all make mistakes. I make mistakes. You know what I mean? I make mistakes. All right. You talking about Donald Dump? Marlo says 1 million people are estimated to show up at New York Times Square. It's going to be very fridge too. Too fridge. Wow. Although I lived in New Jersey at one point, I might have thought about going to Times Square maybe once. But I couldn't deal with all those people. No way. Listen, what's the beauty about being around all those people for all those hours? And then when the ball drops, there's a bunch of commotion trying to get home. The PAB station's going to be packed. Especially if you're from New Jersey. You know what I mean? I don't even know if they're running the ferries. It's going to be packed out there and too much commotion. Unless you live somewhere in Times Square, like my pops, he live over there. He'll be okay if he go see the ball drop, because he could just walk right back home. But if you live far, where so you got to take public transportation or something like that, you probably won't get home till about 4 or 5 in the morning just trying to get home. But then again, some of those people after that, they're going to go clubbing or partying, get drunk, and pass out somewhere. All right? Gino P says, where do you think the new Bronx Temple will be? I was thinking somewhere in New Jersey. Oh, I'm not too sure about that. Like Gino said yesterday, New York got some high prices. New York prices is sky high. You know what I mean? What's up to Sister Claire? Shout out to you. Frozen Mountain says, don't say his name because it's a curse word, the guy Jazz. It's a curse word. All right. Okay, I got you. Ted Word says, what's up with all the people in the world today? What's up with all the people in the world today? Majority of them, I would say, are a bunch of fools. That's what I would say. Cato says, ma'am, everyone ain't saved. Good, you wrote. Essence says, what is the purpose of this channel? What, people don't read people don't go to the main office to see what it's about? I mean, what your channel is about? You got some dumb dogs on here on your channel. See, I'm looking at your channel right now. Like, I could just go to your channel and see what it's about. I can tell you're an animal lover just by looking at the little 2 shorts you got on here. Right? You got this ugly dog in one of the videos. Ugly. You understand? You know? Oh, man. See how simple that was? You asked what my channel was about. I just went to your channel and found out what it was about. You got a dumb little dog on there just looking stupid. Listen, just throw the dog in the forest and let it just float away. And let some fox or some coyote get at it. You know? It'll save you time. It'll save you money. You know what I mean? You got to spend all that money at the veterinarian and buy dog food and stuff like that. You wasting money. You know what you could do with that money? People spend money on dog food? What? Dog food? Come on, man. No. And they got kids. If you got kids and you spending money on dog food, Man, he was a fool. Dog food. Wow. They'd rather buy dog food than human food to feed the family? That's crazy. And then you got to take them to the veterinarian and spend more money on medical attention. Nah, That's crazy, especially with an ugly dog like this person had. Ugly. All right? Sister Claire says, my New Year plans are sleep. I work tomorrow, and I work on New Year's Day. Miss Joy says, I saw a video that said New Year's is from the pagan god Janus. Well, I mean, it's just basically another year for us to be here. You know what I mean? It's another year. Another year. I don't know too much about the pagan god Janus. Tuku says, I wouldn't go to New York anyway. Last time I walked down the street and you almost stepped in some manure. Well, you's a fool for saying that. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you looked in the mirror and you saw that. Huh? Why would you put a comment up here like that? What's wrong with you? You understand? What's up, the reality check? He said, what's up, Method Man? He called me Method Man. Wow. What's wrong with this guy? You says, Salmo, you says, do you want to convert to Islam? Let me think about it. No. Fool. What's wrong with you? What's up to Joyce Jennings? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Charlie Johnson. Sister Claire says, it's true, I did spend over $300 to board my dog. He says, board my dog during convocation. Wow, $300. Whew. Now you're saying Lloyd Banks now. Which one is going to be? You said I look like Method Man. Now you're saying Lloyd Banks. Mark Champion, he says Trump or Camilla. Neither one of them. What's up to G Swole? He says, greetings. Is Uber having deals out there where you live for New Year's? I don't know. I don't mess with Uber. I'm a Lyft driver. When I feel like going out there, and snatch a couple dollars. You know what I mean? So I don't know too much about Uber. Gino P says, Tony Harvin promotes the message of holiness and regular conversation for your information. Wonderful. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? All right. Cato says, these holidays are just another day for me. Absolutely. What's up to SV? Shout out to you. Frozen Mountain says, never been a huge fan of animals, but I was thinking about a cat low key. A cat? A cat. What's up to David B? Shout out to you. What's up to Paris? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Suzanne Miller. Wayne Smith, you deleted a comment. Brooklyn Wayne. What up, Brooklyn Wayne? Brooklyn Wayne, he deleted some comment. Oh, you said Zoom church for me in the house New Year's Eve. Okay, what you checking out a Truth of God video? Wonderful, Wayne. That's good. That's good, Wayne. I'm answering for you, Wayne. That's good. You know? What's up to Jonas? Shout out to you. Sister Sister Claire says, I try to get a cat, but I think I'm allergic. Yeah, a lot of people are allergic to cats. What's up to Khadijah Reeves? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. All right. What's up to Joseph? You says, when you getting cat back on again? I'm not too sure. A lot of times, this fella is busy, traveling and whatnot. So when I get the word that he wants to come back on, then, we'll have, more biblical conversation. All right. AL says, greetings from East London, South Africa. Want to know anyone know about contacts for Johannesburg Temple, please? Well, you got to go to truthofgod.com. Truthofgod.com. I'm on it right now. Locations, international branch temples, Johannesburg. They just have the address on here. They have the address. I don't see no email or anything like that. So this is for you at I don't know how to pronounce that name. Let me put it in the chat room for you. So that's for you. There you go. All right. What's up to Tanya Renee? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What is that? Onika. You says watching from Guyana, South America. Shout out to you. G Soul says, have you ever had any crazy encounters with a Lyft passenger? No. You know what I mean? I don't do it all day. You know what I mean? Do it for a certain time, whatever your goal is. Certain areas, things like that. But I haven't had no encounters, crazy encounters. None. The only encounter I had, I thought was strange is, you know, when I got the message to pick up somebody, it was a female, right? You could see it was a female, but when you pick the person up, it was two suspicious guys. You hear me? You know what I mean? But I couldn't be so judgmental. All they wanted to do is go 5 minutes around a corner to a gas station and back home. Really? People do that. People do that. They want you to come pick them up. The gas station be like a couple of minutes to walk. This is how lazy a lot of people are. But I'm thankful that when those times happen, okay, hey, you paying me, whatever the case may be, I don't care. A lot of people out here are lazy. You're too lazy to walk down a block to the gas station. You need a Lyft driver or Uber driver to take you there. Sometimes I'd be like, man, whatever. Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you. You understand? And some people stink. You know what I mean? One thing I do every time before somebody come in the cars, I spray. All the time. Because some people smell, they stink. You know what I mean? Some people smell like weed. Imagine that. I'm doing Lyft and somebody smell like weed, right? I got to run to a Walmart. Imagine me running to somebody from the Truth of God and I open the car door and it smell like weed. So that's why I spray all the time. Because some people smell, stink. All right? Henry Ross. But holiness still stands. Thank God for giving us another year to obey and prepare ourselves to meet him in peace. All right? Solomon said, listen, if you are having a depression or lazy life, just accept Islam and you will feel like a newborn baby and all the bad deeds will be forgiven. Shut up with that. Shut up with that. You know what I mean? Listen, it's holiness or hell. Simple as that. Like I said, I make mistakes. I know I got to repent for those mistakes. But I will never join Islam. Never. You know what I mean? Never. He said all the bad deeds will be forgiven. What? Get out of here. You understand? All right? Ayo said, thanks a lot, my brother. Hope that will be helpful too. Wonderful. What up to Marlo? Aaron Michael says, I'm watching Iron Mike Tyson early boxing fights. Cool. Mike Tyson. I was just recently watching, when I was at work, Mitch Green interview. He's in bad shape. Mitch Green. All right. What's up to Cookie? Shout out to you. You said, Solomon says, some people like the smell of cigarette. What? I don't. You know what I mean? I don't. That's why it's good if you're a Lyft driver, if you're an Uber driver, even if you do it just once a month, it would be helpful to get like a sanitizer spray or just a regular house freshener. Every time somebody come in before and after, just spray. You know what I mean? Because you don't want somebody coming in your car, they stink, and then you got to go pick up another passenger, and then they think your car smelled because of you, when really it was the other passenger. You know what I mean? I do know probably Uber and Lyft probably got some bonuses going on right now because of the New Year's. But I'm just going to chill out, man. Frozen Mountain says, Uber or Lyft drivers who smell bad and the whole car stink. OMG, I had to hold my nose a whole car ride once. Well, it probably wasn't their fault neither. You know what I mean? It probably wasn't the driver's fault, but just because it might have been other passengers who smelled, if that driver would have had, you know, some air freshener spray, he or she would have been all right. You know what I mean? Every time somebody come in before or after, spray. You know what I mean? All right? John Smith says, or some people try to put in an address, because when you do Lyft, you got to go directly to that address that they put in order to get paid. So some people are putting like a weird address, right? It'll lead you somewhere else, not the right direction that the pinpoint said on Lyft. So sometimes I'm like, okay, and I go right to that direction to make sure I get paid. But some people might be slick like that too, you know? Or sometimes it be like complexes where as though you cannot get in. So they put in their address, right, to their front door, but you cannot get in with your vehicle. You know what I mean? But they'd be on the outside of the gate or something like that and want to come in, right? Listen, buzz this car in, right? So I can mark this a pickup. You know what I mean? Because some people try to be slick and try to get over. All right? SV says, what's up to Tyree? Shout out to you. John Smith says, I knew when I first signed up for DoorDash and Uber, I realized quickly these people want to be served and are willing to pay. I knew my place quick, for sure. I mean, hey, if people is willing to pay just to go down a block, hey, I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get bonuses. Sometimes Lyft offer like nice bonuses and whatnot. Hey, if that's what they want to do, fine. If they're that lazy, fine. You know what I mean? I'm talking about literally down the block. I'm talking about literally you can walk a couple of minutes and the gas station is right there. And these people, some people are. All right? SV says, facts in Philly on the subway trains, the young folks smoke weed on it. I can't handle the smell at all now. Wow. Wow. What's up to Nikki T? Shout out to you. G Swole. He says, I hear you on that about those Lyft drivers when I be dealing with the same kind of passengers doing Uber. But I thought I was going to get in trouble for calling a trans sir, but he didn't. What do you mean? How would you get in trouble? How? Listen, 9 out of 10 times, I'm not talking to nobody. Hey, how you doing? That's it. I ain't trying to have no conversation really with nobody. You know what I mean? I provide a service of picking you up and dropping you off, not communication. Except hi, bye, be safe, and God bless. Simple. You know what I mean? So, I don't listen. If there has been some Skittles coming in the vehicle. It has. You know? Listen, God bless, have a nice day. Simple as that. You know what I mean? David B says, I would do Uber Eats only. Me personally, I like to pick up people. Because sometimes if you pick up somebody somewhere, you got to drop them off at a Walmart. Listen, Lyft gives you the closest passenger. So after you drop this person off, that person might be right there in front of Walmart that you got to pick up next. So you won't have to go anywhere far. That's what I like about Lyft. You know what I mean? It gives you passengers in the direction that you're going to drop off the passenger that you already have in your vehicle, or passengers that's close to you. You know what I mean? For example, if I step in a car right now, turn it on, it might be somebody next door that need a lift. All right? Salmo says, but it doesn't mean that you commit sins continuously and go to church and repenting again and again. What do you mean? What do you mean? You acting like people in Islam don't commit unknowingly sins or things that they, trying to get delivered from. Listen, people make mistakes. Did I check out your YouTube channel yet? Let me see. Salomo, you talking about Islam, but you got Pokemon on your YouTube channel. Come on, man. How you talking about Islam, right? Let me see what else you got on here. Folks got to be careful. And then you got some wicked stuff on here too, man. You got a little bit of wickedness on here. The horror channel. What are you talking about, man? And you want to talk about Islam? You think you represent Islam properly with this garbage on here? Pokemon. A Muslim endorsing Pokemon. Wow. Be careful, man. Be careful. All right. What's up, the Tip Time family? What up, the brother Bakari? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to brother Bakari. You know what I mean? Good to see you on here for sure. All right. What's up to Paris? Shout out to you. Hope all is well, Paris. What's up to AG? You says air freshener doesn't cover a continuous stink. Was you not listening to what I said? I said each time a passenger comes in or out, spray. For example, if I go outside and do lift, I'm going to spray my vehicle before somebody get in. When a passenger get out, spray again, right? Then when I go pick up, I spray again. You know what I mean? Or there's a spray, I forgot what it's called. It's like a car spray, a sanitizing spray that knocks out the odor. So sometimes I'll have two. I'll have that, and then I'll have my air freshener. And I spray each time somebody get out the vehicle. Before somebody get in the vehicle. That's what I do. Before and after. Not just one time. All right? Tanya Renee says, I've never rode in an Uber or Lyft that was smelly or messed up. Look at Wayne Smith. What are you talking about, man? He said, let me find out you have Diddy here. What? Y'all folks got the Diddy spirit on here. Some of y'all. Some of these folk, they come in here talking about Diddy. For what? I ain't thinking about him. And you said we got Denzel. Y'all got Sean Combs. Oh, you bugged out, man. You bugged out. Listen, you could keep that with Denzel. You know what I mean? You can keep that. He proud of that. Hey, Wayne Smith, you proud you got Denzel, man. That boy happy the Kojic got Denzel. All right? You say you saw Sean Combs commenting. Come on, Wayne. You should know that's not the real P. Diddy. You should know. What's up to Robertstein Jones? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. AL says, New Year doesn't bring nothing. Us who should bring something to the new year and pray that they come true like I want to get this coming year. What's up to the scripture have said, a.k.a. Craig Giselle, shout out to you. Hope all is well. Aaron Michael says, who do you think is the greatest boxer of all time? Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? Ali. Jen Jules, you're speaking about Peter. You says Wayne on TNT's channel. Peter body bagging Wayne on TNT's channel. Hilarious. Really? Was that recent? Let me just check it out. Check out a little something. Let's go to it right now. Let's see what's going on. Is it right now? Holding after on the best of Peter Cox. the best of Peter Cox. That boy loves some Chinese food though. Let me see.
I just say I want to see how stupid you look.
Okay, well that's name calling there.
No, it ain't.
Well, tell your wife divorced the other man she slept with.
Okay, Wayne, take it easy. Let's just play the clip real quick. Dan Wayne's position.
Oh man. That don't sound like a biblical debate, man. That sound like Mitch Green and Tyson about to get it in. You know? That's hilarious. Let me run that back right quick.
The Church of God of Christ believe in mechanical instruments being played in the church. Yes or no?
Go research it. Go research it, brother. Go research it.
All right, see,
go research it.
He can't even answer that.
You've been around this time. You've been around this time, and you have.
Wait, let the man talk.
Real quick. Wayne, you holding up 3 bottles in 1 finger. What's going on?
All right, man. Let me get back to this right here, man. Oh, man, that was funny. Wow. Wow, that's hilarious. All right. Let me see. Where did I leave off at? Jay Williams, appreciate that for signing up for the Golden Gloves. Appreciate that for supporting this channel at Jay Williams. Henry Ross says, what is Uber and Lyft drivers are under? Through what company? Uber and Lyft. Jonas says, Tony would probably know that I've been following the TOG since 2021. AG asked the question. Okay, I see it. He says, do you know when TOG formed? I don't see the date on the site nor in the bylaws. Well, you might want to refer back to the documentary, I'd say. To the documentary or History of the Ministry on truthforgod.com. You can check that out right now. It's on their website. History of the Ministry. All right. What's up to Mr. Ham? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. G. Swole says, because they got policy stating you got to refer to a person on who they want to be, and if you don't, they can report you and you get fired from Uber, which I don't care. I'm not selling out. Wow, I didn't know that. But I can care less about that. You know what I mean? I don't make conversation with people often. You know what I mean? But if this is an M and he's a transformer, you're gonna be called sir. Simple as that. All right. Frozen Mountain says witchcraft on his channel. Oh yeah. SV says, I always get talkative Uber, Lyft drivers, especially when I'm headed to a TOG event. A lot of them, they start discussing religion once I tell them where I'm going. Tip Time says that McDonald's, when I'm door dashing, be stinking. Oh, man. John Smith says, I was away for a while, but I remember before I took a break, you said you switch. I don't know what that's in reference to. Jay Williams says, there's this stuff called proof. It removes odors well. Wonderful. DD, what is that? Saracen says, Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, it was pretty good. But you got to understand what Muhammad Ali stood for. You know? Gino P said, the best of Peter Cox, I'm dead rolling. Wow. Wow. The best of Peter Cox. Wow. Oh, man. Let's see where we at. What's up to Giddy? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. FA says, are you Ethiopian? You kind of look it. Well, to my knowledge, no. To my knowledge, no. Ethiopian. Although I did hear that one time. David B said, this world is flooded with foolish people. Absolutely. What's up to K Tyrell? Shout out to you. Jonah says, what's the worst of Peter Cox, though? The worst of Peter Cox. Tip Time Family says, what's your boxing record? I never went pro. I never signed a contract. You know what I mean? We had contracts on the table, but I never signed a contract. You know what I mean? But if you're talking about like in the amateurs and stuff like that, with the boxing, kickboxing, because they count all of that. They count all that together. You know what I mean? But from what I can remember, I'd say about 9-4 in the amateurs. You know what I mean? I did top tournaments. You know what I mean? I wanted to fight the best. You know what I mean? My first fight was against a champion. You know what I mean? So I wanted to fight the best. Went to New York to fight the best. That's how you get good and stuff like that. Fighting the best. You're not gonna get anywhere if you fight somebody that's like nothing. You know what I mean? You really want to prepare yourself for the pros and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I was hard-headed in the beginning time. I was very hard-headed. You know, I wanted to do what I wanted to do. But over time, you learn and you mature that you have to listen to your coach. You have to train, eat right, and, you know, study tapes and stuff like that after a while. You know? He says, no going pro. You said you don't need brain damage. Well, everybody who goes pro get brain damage. That's not true. That is not true at all. You know what I mean? Most of the injuries occur in practice. That's where is it at. Practice is the tough part. The fights is easy at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That's the easy part. The hard part is practice. You know what I mean? You said high possibility? Not true. I wouldn't say that. Not true. If you watch the Marvin Hagler documentary, they was explaining that Marvin Hagler, I believe somewhere in his skull, I forgot what it's called. Anybody in the medical field, it's something in his skull that he was able to absorb more punishment without getting injured than the average human being. I forgot what that's called. I forgot what it's called. You know what I mean? I really forgot. But some people have that. You know what I mean? Some people got glass jaws, where as though you could touch them and they drop it. You understand that? Some people you could pound in the head 1,000 times and it won't do nothing. You understand? So it all depends. All right? How did you get the name Fast Hands? The hand speed. Hand speed. You know what I mean? Hand speed. Marlo said, the biggest challenge a man will face is the challenge within the man. Wonderful. Frozen Mountain says they go for your face most of the time. Well, you thinking civilian. You thinking civilian. You know what I mean? If you're a fighter, you looking for all angles. The face is just one portion of your target. You know what I mean? A lot of people go head hunting. But, you know, a lot of times a person will lose like that. Henry Ross says, what about wrestling? I wrestled a little bit. You know what I mean? Wrestle a little bit to put some more in your arsenal. You can practice on that. You said WWE, for instance. Well, although those guys up there are, you know, they're very skilled in real wrestling. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's scripted when that stuff comes on. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But are you talking about like real wrestling, like in high school and college and stuff like that, and really learning how to wrestle? I mean, me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with that if you're training and you're practicing to put some more in your arsenal. All right? That's how you said, then how did Ali get his condition when I heard it was due to him getting hit too many times in the head? I mean, that's what a lot of people are going to think. You know what I mean? Not every boxer has brain trauma. You understand that? Not every boxer has brain damage at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like I said, in practice is the toughest part of boxing. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that he didn't, you know, but people shouldn't make it seem like every boxer or every MMA fighter or every fighter gets brain damage or something like that. That's not true at all. It's not true. All right? Henry Ross says boxing is a body target, whether than animalistic trying to injure you. You wrote. I see we got a little sparring going on in here. A little sparring going on. He says Butterbean is a good fighter. He was all right for his size. I would say that. He said, what's up with George Foreman these days? I saw his little movie, and whatnot. You know, me personally, I don't know what's up personally with him, but based on his little movie that I saw, I think it was on like Netflix. He's doing all right. You know what I mean? I think. Let me see something. Foreman Grill sold. So, in 1999, a company bought the rights to use George Foreman's name, the grill, for $137.5 million. So you think about it. You know what I mean? You think about it, off that grill that he created. You understand? $137.5 million. You know what I mean? And it was a good grill, too. It was a good grill. So Foreman's total earnings from the grill are estimated to be over $200 million. $200 million. So they got his information up here. And from the looks of it, financially, he's doing okay. You know what I mean? He's doing okay. You know what I mean? Good idea that he made the grill. I mean, it was a righteous invention and whatnot. And more power and credit to him, man. Keep doing his thing and his ideas and creating things. All right. You said, can someone play Marvin Gaye? What? Christopher Hanley says, I had a Foreman grill, makes tasty steaks. Wonderful. Is Clarissa Shields the best female boxer now? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. She's popular, the most popular one now, I would say. But as far as like being the best, no. You still got Hannah Gabriel's out there. You know what I mean? You still got this female Cruz Funches or something like that. I think she's from Baltimore. Clarissa is okay, but there's still some competition out there for her. You know what I mean? She's just more popular in the stuff that she's in and things like that. Kind of wild in these days and whatnot. But based upon her skill as a boxer, she's okay, I'd say. Wayne Smith says, believe it or not, Hulk Hogan turned down the George Foreman grill to endorse it. Well, I know he's stupid. I know he feel real stupid about that. Henry Ross says, what about 50 Cent's vitamin water? 50 Cent. I thought he sold his portion, right? He sold, something happened with his, though. He sold something. Was that vitamin water? Let me see. A lot of times these these people with money, they buy like a bunch of shares in a company. And once that company value go up, guess what happens? The person who put their money into the shares, they get a nice amount. So I heard something about the vitamin water years ago. You know what I mean? But if he's doing this thing with vitamin water, I mean, hey, man, smart investment, I'd say. Smart investment. What's going on with Errol Spence? Is he coming back? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it went to him when he lost to Terrence Crawford like that. You know what I mean? That could really put you into the getting beat up like that. You know what I mean? Embarrassed like that in front of the crowd. You know what I mean? Wayne Smith says she's the champ. She's the champ, but I don't think she's all that though. Mr. Ham says Pat Poose thinks she is. Pat Poose. And that's a whole mess right there. That situation is a whole mess. You know what I mean? All right. I watched MMA fight. She just won. She tough. She broke out an armbar. Armbar. One of my favorite moves. All right. David B says 50 sold his shares of vitamin water, $400 million. Whew. Wow. 400 million. 400 million. What's up to HVT? Shout out to you. G Swole says, yeah, 50 did buy Coca-Cola when he mentioned it in his song. You putting his songs up there. I get money, 400 million, but people said he didn't get all of that money. You said you thought Errol Spence is still a champ? I don't know. In July 2023, well, first of all, it says no, Errol Spence Jr. no longer holds a belt. Terrence Crawford defeated Spence in a welterweight fight, unifying all four belts: the IBF, WBA, WBC, and WBO. However, after the fight, The IBF stripped Crawford of the title and made Jaron Boots Ennis the full champion. This was because Spence exercised his rematch clause with Crawford. So no, Spence don't have a belt. You know what I mean? It's all good at G Swole. Not a problem at EB. Henry Ross says, how much a Trump hotel would profit you if he sells it? I don't know who would want to invest in Trump Towers. You know what I mean? But if you buy in stock shares, if you buy 1,000 shares, it doesn't matter if you sell it or not. If the value go up, your shares go up. If the value go down, you got two choices. Either you're going to take your money out or you're going to keep it in to see if it'll build back up. It's all up to you. All right? Smith says Crawford fighting Canelo in the spring. You sure about that? Let me look that up right now. Terrence Crawford. Canelo. Okay. So Canelo declares, he says he's in to fight Crawford, but under one condition. His only condition. What is it? I really don't see where it's at. I don't feel like reading through all this, but he stated that he'll fight Crawford under one condition. G Swole says, are we allowed to tell people Happy New Year when I remember PJ saying it at one of his end of the year service? Well, I mean, hey, it's not a pagan holiday. It's just you celebrating a new year that you're here. You know what I mean? It's just another year. All right? Mr. Ham says, my Trump shares are doing good. So, I mean, hey, anybody who's into the stock, you know what I mean? They, look up companies or a company that they may be interested in. You might want to get some shares with Powerade or Gatorade or I think Coca-Cola owns one of them. Coca-Cola owns this. So if you like Powerade, Coca-Cola owns this. And if you see some stock shares that you want to buy, hey, go for it. You know what I mean? Go for it, whatever company you into. But you got to be careful. You know what I mean? Also. All right? Frozen Mountain says Canelo has some strong liver shots. G Swole says cool because that's what I've been saying to tell people telling me happy holidays. Tarek says Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. That will be a fight to watch. Absolutely. Yoki says he's set financially. He says, how are you doing today? I'm good. I'm good. And yourself, Tip Tom says, tell me also if you put, you deleted it. All right? It just went away. We got a couple more minutes left, and we're going to knock off. We got a couple more minutes left on here before we hit the hour mark, and then we're going to knock off from here. All right? Not a problem at Tip Tom. What's up, the Willows Creation? Shout out to you. Tyrese says, what are your thoughts about last night? What do you mean? You talking about the convocation? It was definitely needed. You know what I mean? Definitely needed. Gino continued what he taught on the service before. And that's a great thing. You know what I mean? And Mr. Ferguson, I hope he was listening to that loud and clear. You know what I mean? Because that was definitely for him. That was definitely for, ministers like him. What's up to Marquis? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to Rosemarie? Hope all is well. David B. He says, why did they edit Ferguson part out? The stuff he said. Hey, Wayne Smith, man, you funny. All right, G-Swole, do you have a New Year's resolution? If so, have you ever kept it throughout the year? Well, I'm not going to say what mine is too much. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say too much about what it is. I will say, let me see if I can put this word up. Let me look up the word to see if I'm saying it right. To amend something that I did wrong. I would say that. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep it like that. You know what I mean? That's one of my resolutions, or something I want to do. You know what I mean? For the most part. And definitely going to pray on that one, man, for sure. You know, when you mess up something and whatnot, hey, you got to pray and do your best to try to fix things at the end of the day. You know, so that's what I'm going to say about that. You know, but for the most part, before, as far as like keeping certain things throughout, yes, like this YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I said I was going to work hard throughout the year of 2024 and really put my time into this channel. And I did it. You know what I mean? I had my days where I was tired, whatever the case may be, but we got through with it. But as far as like next year, now to next year, I would say about amending something that I did wrong. You know what I mean? All right? I ain't going to get too much into that. All right, Rosemary says, could you explain what Minister Fergus was saying? I mean, you would have to, I would say you would have to go. You would have to go back and listen to it, but they edited it out. And I really don't want to go into it too much. I mean, if they deleted it, you know what I mean? I'm not going to put it up myself or harp on it too much. You know, because if he was there at the evening service, I would hope and repented, you know what I mean, for that. All right, Tip Tom says, if you put $27 up a day, you can have 10,000 next December. Just a tip to brothers and sisters. $27 a day. Interesting. Henry Ross says, Jimmy Carter has passed away yesterday. What's up to Go Play? Shout out to you. Marla says, have a wonderful, safe, upcoming few days. Las Vegas is leaving chat. Understandable. Be safe out there. Henry Ross says, no resolution, just keep working on this leaf to get what God wants. Holy, what's up to Dio? To you. Wayne Smith says, what's going on with the ministers and TOG? You might want to ask yourself that with the Kojic, you know what I mean? Making Denzel Washington a minister who kisses on men. Ask the Kojic that. Why we ordain a man who kissed on another man? Why are we okay with making him a minister? Oh, man. He said, did you see it? Huh? Who don't know Denzel kissed a man? And they cut the part out. Who don't know that? Denzel himself would tell you. You know what I mean? This guy said, did you see it? What's up to Solomon? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. All right? So Denzel responded to that. It was in Gladiators 2. Denzel revealed that he kissed a man. He revealed it. What are you talking about, Smith? You know what I mean? Denzel Washington said he kissed a man. He said it. What more do you need? You know what I mean? How you taking up for a man who kissed a man, who said he kissed a man, but you saying he didn't? That's kind of weird. That's Kojic behavior right there. That's Kojic behavior. Oh man, the man said, did you see it? The man who did it said he did it, but you saying he didn't because we didn't see it, but the man admitted it, but you still think he didn't do it. Wayne funny. Shout out to Wayne though, man. It's hilarious. David B said they want Denzel's money. SV says TOG has the best ministers in the world, and they are being led by a true apostle. What's up, the Mercy Card? Shout out to you. Yoki says, did he even repent before that baptism? Marquise Williams says, Marquise Williams says Kojic is a mess. G Ford says, I'm not really surprised by Denzel kissing a man when he has a skittled daughter. Wow. All right. Henry Ross says, reason why they're making him a minister so-called due to money bringing in. He's their loose woman. Kojic behavior says, I'm not gay no more. Oh, man. Let's take a look at the Kojic. Let me see. Oh, man. Kojic.
You believe that the Lord tonight has set you free? Yes, sir. Turn around and tell those people. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Oh, man. The man said delivered.
I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women.
What is that?
Women.
Oh, man. Stop it. This the Kojic? Wayne?
Women.
Listen, Wayne, I blame you for starting me up, man.
I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman.
Oh, man. Oh, I haven't seen this video in so long. Wow. Wow.
Listen, y'all praise God with him.
Oh, man. One of the fellas that used to go to the false church I used to go to, he was here, Mr. Clean, Gilbert White. Oh, man, that was funny. Now, that was hilarious right there. I ain't gonna hold you. That was funny. All right. Gino P says, Denzel kissing a man for a movie. Wow. DeMarco says, ladies, all the men are coming back home. Wake up. What you mean all the men are coming back home? What you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. You understand? All right. Tip Time says, even if he did repent, the baptism was wrong. John Smith said he don't sound delivered. Oh, man. Marquise Williams says, I grew up in Church of God in Christ, and all of it are skittles. Women preachers and remarriage and divorce. You says, like I said, a mess. You said skittles. Mr. Ham said they must have baptized a gay way. Oh, man. John Smith said he need voice coaching therapy after his experience. All right. Oh, man. Y'all funny today. Y'all is hilarious. Y'all is hilarious on here. All right. You said foolishness. Jesus Horse said, that's my first time hearing that whole confession. HVAC says, he says, Wayne, the spirit of your doctrine trying to get in, but we will keep fighting. Solomon says, people always trying to the truth of God. Listen, the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Wow, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. I think it's some more of this right here too.
I didn't believe God with him.
Oh man, this is funny. This is hilarious. Wow. His name is Andrew Cardwell. Andrew Cardwell. Wow. Henry Ross says, what's up with that music in the background? That's at the church he said that in. Wayne Smith says, that Skittle man claimed deliverance. AG says, Kojic, look for any reason to shout. Smith says, look him up, how life is after his confession. Andrew Cardwell. They got him as an internet personality. Internet personality. Just go back right here. The man got long braids now? Well, he still look like he from Flower Town, man. Let me see. Oh, man. You serious, man? This man look like he got a bunch of sugar on him, man. Are you serious? This is from November the 10th. He's in a photo with that female from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, that crazy chick. Hey, Wayne, stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. This man still got sugar on him, Wayne. Wow. Wow. You asked me to look this fella up. Come on, man. Stop it. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can show y'all right quick. Wayne. Wayne, stop it, man. Wayne, stop it. You told me to look this fella up, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, man. Nah, Wow. Nah, I could understand if he had his wife on him, if he had a wife or whatever the case may be. But it's none of that, man. Just look like a bunch of sugar vibes on this one, man. And this is his Instagram. Wayne. No, Wayne. No. I'm trying to check out a video. I'm really not that good with Instagram, man. So I really can't find no videos on his Instagram, man. So I don't know too much about it. All right, we're gonna get off this. We're gonna get off this Instagram, man. I don't want to see that, man. I do not want to see that at all. No more. You know what I mean? You said look him up, how his life is after his confession. Well, listen, he looks like he's still, you know, in that lifestyle, man. You know what I mean? Not passing judgment or anything like that, but come on. All right. G Swole says, I remember I took my Skittles co-worker to my false church at the time, and she told me she wanted to confess her sins to the church, mocking the lady that supposedly got delivered from the Skittles life. SV says, facts, you need to be around a tough and strong message to truly change. What's up to Elgin? Shout out to you. Oh, man. Mercy Card says, oh, plenty of sugar or whole truckloads. He says, Wayne Smith says, God judged from the heart, not outward appearance. What? Come on, Wayne. We from the hood, right? If we can detect a person who uses crack, like if they have the symptoms, like just all over the place, you could just tell. You from the hood, you can detect a crackhead. You understand? And just like you could detect a person who's a Skittle, like right off the bat. You know what I mean? If the discernment is so strong, you're like, come on, man. It don't look like nothing changed about him. That's why I'm trying to find a video. Not that I'm not interested in that, honestly. I don't even want to talk about this fella no more. I don't want to talk about this fella no more. You know what I mean? Right? I want to get away from talking about that Skittle. You know? Tanya Renee says, next subject, what do you all think about drones, the unknown, the not knowing what's going on? Well, yeah, that drone stuff, I'm just not interested, honestly. Because anybody could buy a bunch of drones and just fly it all over the place. You know what I mean? Me personally, I haven't seen them over here in Charlotte, but I've heard, you know, spottings in New Jersey and stuff like that. But I honestly think that some people is probably just playing games with, you know, buying a bunch of drones and flying them in certain spots, you know, trying to spook the people out. G Swole says, pull that video up of the girl confessing her Skittles life, even though she goes too much into detail, so I don't think you should. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about no Skittles stuff no more, as far as like, you know, that type of stuff. Noni, you says, were you at some point in Iraq back in 2008? No, not at all. Wasn't in Iraq. You know what I mean? But on that note, we got to close this thing out. It's time to wrap this thing up, close this thing out, and get off here. So if you got any last closing remarks, feel free to leave it in the chat room. And Lord willing, we'll be on here later. You know what I mean? We'll be on here later. Most likely we'll be on here later. We had a good conversation, you know, good positive laughs and whatnot. You know what I mean? And we'll see what we're talking about later. I think we're talking about apologies and forgiveness later. You know what I mean? Going to touch on that a bit. So I hope everybody have a wonderful day. Until then, And God bless to everybody out there. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. May you all have a wonderful and blessed evening. I'm out. Peace.